Hello everyone and welcome to Sketch Sessions with Lin, except apparently nothing is here. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, it happens. And we simply click a few buttons and everything works itself out. Okay, cool, now I am here, that's a plus. What about the drawing though? Let's get that on. No? Okay, a few more buttons then. Fear not, this shall work eventually. Hello, Errant Juicebox. How's it going, folks? How is it going? It is a Monday. Not a fan of Mondays, as I don't think anyone is. But hey, at least today I'm gonna be playing D&D after this, so I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna be super fun. That's why today I think I'm gonna be ending stream a little bit early, and that's also why we're starting a little bit earlier. Okay, did this work? It's gonna be a no. Let's try one more time. Huh? Oh, maybe I have to click this button first? Oh, yeah, it wants me to click the button. Okay, alright, I can do that. That can be arranged. We'll give it one more shot. And... what about the music? Is the music at least working? Do we have at least one thing on? Potentially. Okay, so apparently this thing doesn't want to show up. That's fine. Dust and... yeah, there is no dust today. It's unfortunate. I know exactly where dust is. Actually, dust is at work. Which is bad. Don't go to work, Dust. There we go. Okay, here's the drawing. Hello. We can finally get started. Let's go. Every now and then the thing just decides not to show up and there's kind of nothing I can do about it. But hey, here we are. Work is good, you get paid for that. True. I like the money. The work, you know, but the money though. No, I'm kidding. Do something that you at least don't hate, okay, as a job. Unless you have no other options, in which case I understand and sympathize. Let me just also move my drawing tablet up. Oh, it's moving my entire computer. Ugh, okay, alright, it's fine. This is good. Alright, we got it. And we can finally get started. Let's go. I was looking up references for Berengaria, and I found out that there was a queen called Berengaria of Navarre. And she was like a real person. I don't know what she's done, but she exists, and she's kind of making it difficult for me to find this character, because it's just her all over the place. Like, I'm looking up Unicorn Overlord, where is it? Nope, it's just more pictures of Berengaria from this thing. Why? I mean, I'm sure the real Berengaria has done quite a lot of very interesting, very important things, but that is not what I'm looking for here. Give me some Unicorn Overlord, please. Okay. Oh, this is hilarious. This is just my video. This does not help. I need an image. Frick. Wait. Okay, let me try again. Unicorn Overlord. Okay, there we go. Official artwork, finally. Okay, yay. Let's get started. Here we are. Yeah, I'm drawing the Berengaria today because she is cool and I freaking love her. Also, the last chapter in which we had her, awesome stuff. I love how they're kind of expanding upon the storylines of all these characters. That's great. They need to do more of this. I'm down for more of this. Okay, let's go here. And here. Yeah. There we go. Let's do it. Also, if I cough every now and then, just know that before coming to this stream, I made the absolutely terrible decision to have a spicy burger. And and now my mouth is kind of like on fire a little bit. It'll go down eventually. It was a good burger though. You've got a new person you're shipping. Okay, now I'm curious. Who is it? I'm gonna probably go Elaine Scarlet. Like, I think I said this before, but I'm usually the one who goes for the most canon ships possible. And Elaine Scarlet seems to be what the game is telling us to do here. You can't tell me who it is. Oh, okay, alright. It's somebody we haven't met yet, potentially. That's fun. That is indeed quite fun. How many people have we not met that are important to Elaine's storyline of all things? Okay, I'm looking forward to that. We'll see how that goes. Too many people to ship with. It's nice because there's also so many people to ship in general. Like, usually you can find a pair for pretty much everyone, yeah? I've only seen a few supports so far, so what have I got? Travis Bruno, Oakley and Sharon, no one can break that up. Leah and Virginia are definitely roommates. What else? And I say roommates with the the kind of quotation marks afterwards, like roommates. I'm kind of tempted to ship Berenice with Auk. Also, what the frick is this song? Okay, so I have on a playlist of chill and calm Nintendo music. And this is apparently from Animal Crossing. Is this how Animal Crossing sounds? I was not warned of this. It's called KK Cruisin'. What is KK? I do not know. Yeah, exactly. Roommates. Like, they totally share a room. And maybe more than that, but you know. We do love our number of characters. Absolute huge number of lesbian characters in this game. There's just so many of them. You personally think Selvi is the best match for Auk? Ooh, I have not seen Selvi's conversation. The only ones I've seen for Auk so far are, well, Yana, who I think is more of like a mom vibe. You are my child now. In like Garen terminology. Oh wait, I've also, yeah, I've seen Berenice too, that's right. He likes that mommy. Okay, but it's like, it's decidedly a little creepier because if Elaine, or not Elaine, if Auk is using, Yana as like a mother proxy, that is not also the grounds for a romantic relationship. Yo, Sentinel. What's up? Hope you've been having a wonderful Monday. It's a Monday. So we just, we chill on Mondays. We all gonna be chill over here. I do not know what this music is, and I'm kind of tempted to skip it. Okay, I'm gonna skip it. Rip KK Cruising. What's next? Huh. Okay, alright, this'll do. This'll do. Drakengard's like a desert, kinda. Who are you drawing? This is Berengaria from Unicorn Overlord. She's pretty cool. One of my favorite characters so far. This is funky music for a Lin stream. Yeah, I know, right? I've got a playlist of, I think this is titled Calm and Chill Nintendo Music for Calm Stuff and Relax. Something like that. So yeah, it's just gonna go through a bunch of Nintendo music, I would assume. I do not know Animal Crossing, though. I've not played Animal Crossing at all. I know there's something about, like, you start off with, like, one type of tree, and everyone else starts off with a different type of tree, and there's, like, 5 types of trees, and so you have to make friends who have different types of trees? Is that a thing that happens in Animal Crossing? I don't actually know. Since you watch on the phone, sadly you don't always get to see the Unilord character designs too well. Ah, that's fair, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of blurry. I was looking for references of Berengaria's attacks and stuff. So I looked up, like, you know, references, and I was looking at my old videos. And I realized that, like, even the game's resolution, you kind of can't tell. Like, I went back on the Switch and I played the actual game, and I was like, like, what are these small dots here? Like, I'm not sure what these things are right here, the ones that I just crossed right now. I'm not sure what they are. Oh, I think there's a bit of a lag. Never mind. Yeah, that. There. Well-known Animal Crossing musician KK Slider. Oh, okay. Is he, like, well-known? I wouldn't know. Oh, wait! Wait, is KK Slider the, like, dog with the ukulele? Oh, I have vague memories of learning this information at some point in my life. Have I performed the correct logic chess? Is this correct? I do not know. It's a guitar, damn it! Okay, well, I was close. Is it not a ukulele? Maybe it's just the island vibe that kind of got me there. There we go. I'm gonna throw, like, a little reference image so we can see the whole thing right there. I'll hydrate and a posture check. Why, thank you. Will do. I'm gonna just put this here. Okay, cool. Now we can see things. There we go. Let me get some water. Alright. And posture checked. I crack my neck a little. Can anyone else crack their neck, or is it just me? I feel like it's generally not a good thing to crack one's neck. I feel like at some point I'm gonna freaking dislocate my spine or something. It's gonna suck. But, what can I say? It's kind of comfortable. Once you crack your neck, you just get that feeling of like, ah, yes. My neck is cracked. I am ready. Ready to face the day. I can put like a spike here, maybe. There. You can crank it, but you usually crack your spine more often. I'm assuming you mean crack. Fair, yeah. Oh, crack your spine. Ooh, I don't know if I could do that. I feel like, generally, if I am to be cracking something, it is my neck that ends up getting cracked. I think it's because I like hunch over a lot. I gotta sit up straight. I gotta stop shrimping, like someone said on a stream earlier. Gotta unshrimp myself, but it's so difficult because usually when I'm drawing something, I want to see what I'm drawing, so I kind of lower my head towards the thing I'm drawing, and then that's not good because, you know. Also, is the music a little quiet? Let me put it up a little. Actually, it's kind of fine, I guess. Yeah, tell me if the music is a little low. We can put it up. I hate drawing circles. Give me them free flow shapes, please. That's the best. How does one go about cracking one's spine? I guess like if you twist and then you hear like a snap. Like a good snap and not a bad snap, hopefully. There are snaps of all sorts. There has to be chair design out there somewhere that lets you maintain good posture while reading or drawing. I'm imagining a chair that's literally just a pole, and you get like taped to the pole as you sit, and you have to sit with your back straight or else. This is the song that plays during the intro sequence of the game. Do you mean Unicorn Overlord? Okay, let's put it on here. Whoa, I don't remember this. Wait, let me put it up a little. Wait, this is so freaking badass. Holy shit. Clearly I was too hyped by the demo, or at that point too dismissive, to actually hear this. This is so good! I'm adding this to my playlist immediately. No way! Okay, so remember, when I was playing the prologue, I was under the impression that I would hate this game and that I was only playing it. I was like, okay, we'll see. Yeah, it could be good, maybe. Yeah, let's find out. So I think I wasn't listening. Oh no, I missed out. Spiky shield? Yeah, it's great. She, like, throws the shield at people, too. And it spins in midair, and it's also... Oh, it's attached to her arm by a chain, or else how does she spin it? Ooh, okay. I wonder how the chain works. Let's assume it's attached, like, here or something, and kind of just comes down from her arm. Okay, let's add that. Baron looks like a cross between Hilda and Edelgard. That's hilarious. I love it. Wait, this music is so good. Oh my gosh. Like, I'm straight up surprised. How did I miss this? How did I play the entire prologue without actually hearing this? Oh my gosh. Yeah, you have saved my musical soul. This is amazing. Oh my god, I hate drawing chains. This is the worst. I was drawing Kurapika like ages ago, long time ago. For people who don't know, Kurapika is a character from Hunter x Hunter who wields chains to the point where they call him the chain user. like all the time, and that becomes a major plot point. And like there's a lot of chains going on if you're drawing Kurapika, so I'm like, this sucks. I just sit there and draw the individual chains, frick the individual chains. No one needs them. It's so hard to get them to look like, I don't know, lifelike, I guess. Okay, this is close enough. I'll make it look better later. It's fine. I take it you finished Unicorn? No, I didn't. I finished one of the continents. Please do not spoil the game. I'm not even close. I have finished actually I finished 2 of the continents, I guess? Countries? Countries. I finished 2 countries. I have finished Cornea and Drakengard so far. But I just finished the final battle of Drakengard. Yeah, true. I haven't even technically finished Cornea, that's true, because the final battle of the entire game is in Cornea, I believe. Hey, you're on a 5-stream streak. Nice, Kira. Man, I wish someone set this to lyrics so I could sing it. Ugh. If no one sets this to lyrics, I'm gonna freaking do it myself like I did for Triangle Strategy. I feel like it should be higher. I think it should, yeah. I don't know how that thing does its counts anyways. Oh, you can also check your points, by the way, for people here. I don't know if people know about the point system. There's points, there's an 8-ball, there's roulettes. Too tired to track? Yeah. I'm sure there's like some random thing somewhere that I missed it. It's okay, Gira. I know when you've been here. I've seen you around. Okay, something like this maybe? Go like this. Okay, there. Close enough. Your cat decided to wake you up at 4:30 a.m. and you didn't fall asleep until like 11 because of allergies. Oh no. That's terrible. Conversely, I was awake until 4:30 a.m. I do not have the best sleep schedule. I was doing some work that kind of needed to be done and I still kind of didn't finish, so... It's okay. It's all good. We simply continue. Alright, this is good enough for now. Let's keep going. We need the axe now. Decided you're gonna get a Switch. Ooh, with Unicorn Overlord being the final big straw. Wow, okay. The many, many games on the Virtual Console are a big help towards it. That is true, but I will warn you, just in case you didn't know, you can't play the Virtual Console games unless you have the Nintendo Switch Online Virtual Console Edition thing. So it's gonna be the cost of a Switch plus extra. Open image in new tab. There we go. Okay. Now I can zoom in on Berengaria. She does kind of have Bernadetta's messy hair. I agree, yeah. It's fun. She's like 15 Fire Emblem characters in one. It's okay, that's what we like. That's what we like to see. She's all the cool Fire Emblem characters in one, true. She even betrays the gang like every female Fire Emblem character. Did you know that every female Fire Emblem protagonist works with the evil people at least once, sometimes more than once? Except for Lin. That's right, Lin never works with the bad guys. That's because she's irrelevant to the plot. Oh man, I'm being really mean, but it's true actually. If you look at him, every single female protagonist willingly joins the dark side at least one point in the story. Granted, there's only 4 of them, but still, that's all. 4 for 4. Not counting Lin. She's the 5th. Is there like a separate handle thing here? What is this? What does this even mean? I don't know. This is true. Adel is using them. Micaiah is actually accurately blackmailed by them, so fair enough. Like, for Micaiah, I can see why she didn't have another choice. Both Irika and Celica get convincingly tricked by them. Yeah, so I guess, you know. And then Lin, as we said, just does not join the dark side because Lin is cool and everyone knows that. Okay, I actually love this song so much, but we can't just play this the entire time, can we? Okay, you know what? It's only been 8 minutes. We can play it longer. Here, I'll play it for 2 more minutes, and then we'll move to something else. I am taking song requests, by the way, so if anyone wants to play some more music, just let me know in chat. I'll put something on. It has to be good, though. I will retain my power to veto. Play the entire soundtrack instead. I don't want to get spoiled. That's the thing. I don't want to get spoiled for good music. Usually I am actually listening to the music. I promise. What kind of music is good? I'm kidding. I'm just... Yeah, that sounds fine. Persona 3 Reload intro. I've never heard it, but it sounds cool. I'm just kidding. I mean, like, if you suggest Sonic, I'm gonna say no. I know multiple people in this chat are gonna suggest Sonic. Like, immediately when I said this, mouths opened. People began to type. It's not happening. Drawing straight lines are terrible. That's why I have software tools. Here. How do you suggest just post link? I can look it up. Persona 3 Reload, right? Yeah, sounds good. I'll look it up. Unless there's something special, in which case just give me the title. If you post a link, it's even better. Okay, cool. I'll take that. I'm allowing people to post links for just now. It's gonna play after this. I am actually the sort of person... Do people do this or is it just me? I will find a song I like and then I'll listen to it over and over and over again. This is why, for me, either I have a song completely memorized and know all the lyrics, all the tune, notes, everything, whatever. Or I don't know it at all. Or I don't like it at all. I guess there's 3 categories. You do that too? Yeah. Alright, here we go. Persona 3 Reload. It's called Full Moon, Full Life. Oh, this is an ad. That's not Persona.
Garrett.
I'm gonna skip the ad. Give me a second. There we go. Okay. Ooh. This chill. I get the vibes from this. You ever hear the Chinese anime opening for Spare Me, Great Lord? No. Is it good? Like, is it something I would like? Is it a meme song? I'm okay with meme songs, I guess. Alright, someone's gonna rickroll me, like, right now. I do not know if you like it. I'll listen to it anyways. This gives me the early anime vibes. Isn't that where Persona is? I feel like that is an accurate description of Persona. The OG Persona 3 was like 2004 or maybe 6? Oh, okay. Oh, Persona 3 was made 2004. Okay. True, yeah. 2000 anime. I'll take that, yeah. I'd believe that. Dislike meme songs because of being a teacher. Fair. You probably hear them way too much, don't you? As a teacher, I incorporated memes into my lessons, so back in the day, people definitely had to deal with meme preferences. One of your favorite anime songs is from the 1980s. Oh. Okay. Also, let me just lower the volume a bit. I can't hear. Okay, there. Oh, I don't know this down in Ohio meme. What's happening down in Ohio? Is this something I should know? I'm surprised I don't know a meme, actually. I feel like I'm decently well versed in memeology. In general, you know? I was taught the ways back when the days were young and memes were new. Which song from the 1980s? I don't think I've heard any anime songs from the 1980s. I've read anime from, or read manga from back then for sure, but I never really watch old anime, I guess. Except for Yu Yu Hakusho, which is 1990. That is a good one. I have definitely seen Yu Yu Hakusho. Yu Yu and Shaman King, ah. I've heard of that, but I have not read it myself. Yu Yu Hakusho I am quite fond of, though. I heard of Hunter x Hunter first, obviously, and then kind of just branched out from there into Hakusho, and what can I say? It's good. Also, now the shield and the axe kind of connect weirdly, and that's bad. Let's shrink this. The first anime you ever saw was the original Vampire Hunter D movie. And then you saw Ninja Scroll and your grandmother got angry. I have not heard of either of those, actually. For some reason, I have heard of Bubblegum Crisis, although I don't know anything about it. Yeah, I think for me, the 1990s was like, that was the age of manga I really liked. I liked the stuff like Trigun, was one of my favorites. Cowboy Bebop was pretty good. No, hold on, this isn't right. Your first anime was the Fate series? Neat. That definitely is an introduction to anime, isn't it? It's an introduction to like every media at once. It's 1980s Iron Man. Women put on suits to kill evil robots. Okay, alright, I'm down. So it's a mech anime then. A lot of good mech animes out there, for sure. I have not seen very many mech at all, actually. I think I've only seen one. Yeah, I think I've only seen one. Yeah, I've seen Iron-Blooded Orphans. I haven't even seen Evangelion, actually. I'm kind of behind. You did your study abroad in Japan only having watched Fate? You were probably shocked. Oh, it's Fate Zero. Oh, okay. Yeah, Iskander is actually, I watched all of Fate Zero, but I only watched it for 2 characters. I was basically just in it for Iskander and Waver. I've talked about my experience with Fate Zero before. I started watching it because a friend told me to. And this is the same friend who really, really loved Legend of Korra back in the day. So I was like, okay, I kind of trust your taste, but like I kind of don't. Because, you know, it's Korra. Like, why do you like Korra so much? It's not that good. So like, alright, fine, I'll give Fate Zero a try. And I was invested in Dear Mid, is what I've been told to pronounce it, and then also Iskander and Waver. Basically just those 3. I didn't care about anyone else, and when Iskander lost, I gave up. I think I stopped. Actually, I think I watched the whole thing, but... Oh, you play Fate... Okay, I've heard that Waver is good in that one. I've heard that Waver's like really cracked, actually, which is amazing, and I love it. Good. He deserves something. I assume you've seen the Elfenlied OP. I may have, if it's a meme, probably. Like, it's possible. Maybe, but maybe not. He's one of the top supports, but not the top anymore? Aww. They debuffed him. How could they? Also, somehow we've started playing Persona 3 Reload best tracks. While I do think this sounds chill, I do prefer the fantasy vibe, so let's put something else on. What am I gonna do? Oh, what's this? Is this Elfin Light? Okay, alright, I guess that's next. Was something else on the list I didn't notice? Tell me if there was. Okay. Huh, okay. Kinda slow, but I see what they're trying to do. They got that Latin in there. You have a friend who won't watch anime because he watched Elfin Light and was scared? Is it that bad? Damn. I don't know anything about Elfin Light. Elfin Lied? Is it Lied? I don't know, is it Lied? Yeah, how could they release better units? Not allowed. Not allowed. Okay. It's a lot of messed up stuff. Okay, alright. Is it messed up like Berserk, or is it messed up like Serial Experiments Lane? Like, there's different types of messed up, you know what I mean? Or is it messed up like Perfect Blue, I guess, if anyone knows any of those things. The first 5 minutes is the naked women ripping people apart with psychic... Okay, alright. Does not sound like my type of thing, I will say. I do prefer a little bit of intellectualism. Or at least some action in what I watch. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch this. Thank you for the unrecommendation. Very nice. Has anyone here seen Perfect Blue, actually? It's pretty interesting. It's like a psychological horror thing. Super worth. Yeah, Perfect Blue doesn't really have too much like that's very screwed up going on. It's pretty tame, I agree. Could definitely see an American version doing better because they'd make it less insane. Oh, okay. So there's also a plot then. And that's good. Gotta have a plot if you want to be appropriately screwed up. Good writing, greater than, and just make it weird. True. I mean, if you make it weird, no one can complain, you know? Oh, is this that one Weight of the World cover? Oh, that was pretty good. Oh, I should put Weight of the World on again. I love that song. It was so good. Someone told me about it for the last singing stream. Weight of the World. Yeah. Here we go.
Dry skin?
Nope, 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 nope. Say no to ads, folks. What are you using for this art since it keeps shifting? Yeah, I am using Procreate. You've got this little window here that'll show you what the full thing looks like, and then you can tell where I'm zooming in and looking at things closer, etc., etc. I am indeed doing that on purpose. It isn't just moving around. Don't worry about it. Heck yeah, Weight of the World. Wait, isn't there like a non-language version? Someone told me about that. We'll put that on next. Or we'll put something else on next. Your calm down song when the kids aren't in the classroom. That sounds like it would be super useful for a teacher, yeah. Alright. Okay, there we go. You gotta be able to see underneath the layers too. Oh, I should get rid of this. There. Sometimes play calming Pokemon lo-fi or Square Enix sounds when the kids do independent work. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, when I was teaching one of my classes, so I used to teach some classes in college as like a teacher's assistant, which was great because we got paid a substantial amount, and and it was also fun teaching. I enjoy teaching. During one of those things, one of those semesters, on my final lesson, I wrote my name on the board in Elvish, and someone recognized it. One of my students was like, "Oh, is that Elvish?" And then like read it out properly, and I was like, "Oh, why didn't I do this before?" Yeah, absolutely the worst time I could have done that because it was the last session, so I didn't see her again afterwards. Coughs, Cinderin coughs. Okay, so Cinderin is actually not the Elvish that I used. The one that I was thinking was Quenya Elvish. There are two types, actually more than two, but I'm gonna just go with the two main types for now. Quenya Elvish is like kind of the old hoity-toity Elvish, and Cinderin Elvish is the Elvish that the people that are kind of slightly less hoity-toity used at times, and they really, really hate the Quenya Elvish folks. So when the Quenya Elves came over from Valinor, which is kind of like heaven but for elves, the Cinderin folks are like, hey, you kind of murdered like a bunch of our cousins on the other side, so we really hate you and we want to ban your entire language. And the Quenya Elves are like, okay, that's kind of fair because we did kind of kill a lot of you. And that's why no one speaks Quenya Elvish in Middle-earth, because this one guy named Thingol banned the entire language. So there you go. I am indeed one of those elf super fans of Lord of the Rings. It's kind of a problem. Yay. Yeah, my name, Lin Draws, is actually Quenya Elvish. In Cinderin, it would be Linaros, I think. So if you want, I guess you could call me that too. It's the same thing. They're very similar languages. They're derived from the same family, language family. You did a Nuzlocke using Cinderin names? Wait, what is a Nuzlocke using? I mean, like, I know Pokemon Nuzlocks. I'm not fair. I don't know what that would be in Cinderin. Like, what would that have to do with languages? Karan Heru and Kol Karak were your big two. That sounds cool. I should know what Karan is because it's in Karanthir, but I forgot. Oh, you have to name them. Oh, you did a Pokemon Nuzlocke and then you named them with Cinderin Elvish. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'm less familiar with Cinderin Elvish for sure. I should know Karan because it's in Karanthir. Is it red? Does Karan mean red? I think it means red. Because Karanthir is red for sure. Or like, he doesn't have anything to do with red, but his name means red. Or it could be face, I guess. Depends on which part of his name is. Oh wait, this isn't red. Speaking of red. Who in the Lord of the Rings movie cast would know the most about sounds people make when they are stabbed in the back? Toxic Wild Hog, I know exactly what you're referring to. Good times with Saruman. Yeah, if anyone's confused about that, there's a legend, rumor, I don't know, probably correct though. I feel like this is one of those rumors you can kind of trust in. That Peter Jackson told Christopher Lee, while you're kind of falling off a cliff and getting stabbed and all that, just scream a little louder, you know, make it convincing. And Christopher Lee is like, I have seen, I was there, Gandalf, 100 years ago, and 3,000 years ago in this case. It was red, let's go. I know my Elvish, kind of. Only a little. Karanthir is one of the 7 sons of Feanor, who are my favorite characters, actually. Kind of, a little bit. Some of them are. Some of them kind of suck. So there are different ways of saying red that you'll hear in their names, because they're all kind of red themed. They're like the Black Eagles of Lord of the Rings, actually. There's a very clear comparison now that I think about it. Galadriel is from like the kind of golden deer of Lord of the Rings. And there's also a Blue Lions. They're, Elrond's family is from the Blue Lions type. Okay, what else are we gonna put on? Not this ad! Ugh. Get killed. Yes, exactly. Christopher Lee served in World War II, and he knew the sound, apparently. According to the internet legends, which I believe, actually, in this case. I feel like it's very believable. I believe he knew it. I do believe. Man, Christopher Lee is such a cool guy. He apparently originally wanted to play Gandalf, and then and then they told him, they're like, ah man, you're a little too imposing for this. Like, you played Dracula before, you can't play Gandalf now, it's not gonna work. He's like, god damn it. Okay, I didn't do the bottom of the legs yet, so we're just gonna pretend this exists, okay? Just don't look down there. It doesn't exist. Your favorite was Glorfindel. I love Glorfindel. I love, there's this fanship. Okay, this is gonna be real obscure. In every fandom, there's a character who has absolutely no screen time, and yet fans fixate on them. In the Silmarillion, that character's name is Erestor. Erestor does not show up in the Silmarillion. Literally does not exist in the Silmarillion, but he is Glorfindel's favorite ship, I guess. Like, everyone ships Glorfindel and Erestor, because Erestor is, kind of like... They're very much Hubert and Ferdinand-ish. For those of you... They were Hubert and Ferdinand before Hubert and Ferdinand existed from Fire Emblem Three Houses, for those of you who know that. They're the right and left hands of Elrond and Rivendell. And Glorfindel's kind of like the war guy, you know, like also the kind of party face. Goes out and like gets charismatic and people like him, people know him. He was the hero of the First Age. And then there's Erestor, who once again does not have an actual canon personality because he literally shows up for one line in Lord of the Rings and not at all in the Silmarillion. There is a ship of Hubert and wait, you mean in Three Houses? Wait, yeah, the Three Houses, that's like one of the main ships. Wait, people know this. People know this. The voice actors of Hubert and Ferdinand sang a song in character, almost, except they couldn't actually use the characters. About, like, you know, being romantically into each other. Like, this is the thing. Go look it up. It's actually really funny. Also, Rip, the voice actor of Ferdinand, amazing guy. Very clearly talented as a voice actor. I don't know more than that, but he sounds really awesome. You've never heard of this? Oh, go look it up. It's hilarious. It's actually really good. They refer to the voice actors refer to each other by their own voice actor names. Because they can't use the characters' names, but the implications are clear. What song now? Well, this is supposed to be Tears of the Kingdom, but it is very, very quiet, so let's just skip this one. Huh, the shrine theme. Okay. Alright, this'll do. It's also kind of quiet. There we go. Oh, this. Oh, did you have another song? Whoops. Okay, let me scroll up. Let me find it. Is it this one? Oh, the calm down song. Okay, Bravely Default. Ooh. Here, is this it? Yeah, I am taking song recommendations. If you want me to play a song, just put it in there. I'll play it. Paul Giamatti was considered for the role of Michael Scott. Wait, I know Michael Scott very vaguely. That's the guy from The Office, right? Am I correct about that? I also don't know who Paul Giamatti is. Who is that? Who dat? Oh, Billions. I have heard of Billions. I know the existence of that TV show. That's a TV show, right? I wouldn't know for sure. I don't really watch too much TV. I probably should watch a little bit more TV, but, you know. Okay, we'll do something like this. There's a line in the movie Osmosis Jones in which Chris Rock accidentally calls another character by her VA's real name, and they left it in the movie? They're like, ah, frick you, we're outing your real identity. Nothing you can do about it. That's actually great, I love that. If anyone here has seen Gintama, the live-action movie, I think, actually makes references to the characters' real names, but that makes sense because all the characters in Gintama just know that they're in a live-action movie, like... Even the anime, I think, references the voice actors multiple times. One of your IRL friends is playing the Unicorn Overlord demo. Oh my gosh, wait, I forgot to share my story. Okay, so back when I just got into Unicorn Overlord, I went with my friend to help move her house to, like, not the actual house, you know what I mean, but like help move from one house to the other. And while I was there, I was talking to another friend of mine. I call her Hades on this stream, so, you know, not the game Hades, but like my friend Hades. So I was talking to Hades, and I was kind of like just talking about Unicorn Overlord. I was like, oh, it's a really good game, and I really enjoy it. And Hades is like, oh, my boyfriend might like that. So apparently, apparently Hades told her BF about the existence of Unicorn Overlord. And so now her BF is playing Unicorn Overlord, and he's just finished the demo. And by finished, I mean, so this guy is playing on story difficulty, and it's absolutely hilarious the situation he got himself into, okay? So he started the demo, and he's playing on story, right? Which means you don't have to do too much to kind of get through the battles. He just wanted to see what the game was about. So he starts it, gets to the part where you have to get Morden at Barbotimo, and he gets Morden, but he doesn't actually need, because he's on, like, low difficulty, he doesn't need to get either Auk or Yana, so he just got straight to Barbotimo and then went through it. Like, multiple times, they're like, you should get a witch or a wizard before moving on with this. And he just did not, because he's like, I mean, I can do this without. So he kept going. Eventually, he ran out of time and rushed the main battle, you know, like we all do in the demo. And so he got to the end of the battle where you fight Galerius, right? Like, you know, this is the one where you're pretty underleveled usually, but, you know, you've got a chance. He's just gonna be waiting there. He gives you time. Not the end of the game, just the end of the first chapter. And so there he is, with all the time left on the clock he could possibly need, but none of his characters do more than 1 damage, sometimes 0, to Galerius. Because he doesn't have any magic characters at all, because he got through Barbotimo without getting Auk or Yana. And so he's like, Lin, what do I do? Yeah. He's like, Lin, I'm stuck. And I'm like, wait, how did you even get here? And I'm like, okay, so first of all, I'm like, all right, so which magic character do you have? And he's like, what do you mean magic characters? And I'm like, did you not get one of the witches or the wizards? You know, the ones that are like right next to the starting area? And he's like, no. They said go to talk to like the Miriam girl, so I did. Oh, man. So what he decided to do, he's like, all right, okay, I'm not giving up. I'm not going to replay this battle either. What I'm going to do, this is before he asked me for help or anything, okay? So he first decided he would use Arrow Rain. And Arrow Rain does, I think, 1 damage to all of the 3 characters. So he did Arrow Rain like a good 5 times. And he got them down a few points. And then I think he got a few more points from just hitting people with Valor. Like, if you have Travis stand there, I think you can get more Valor or something. This might be how he got more. I don't know, because I wasn't there for this. So he collected as much Valor as he could and just continued Arrow Raining the guy down over and over again for 1 point each. Because what he could do is he could fight infinitely. As long as Travis is in the front, Travis does not die to Galerius. So you can kind of just keep going with that. And this is similar to what I did, obviously. But the problem for him is that whatever damage he was doing, he could only do 1 damage at a time. And that 1 damage would be negated by Galerius' skill that removes, like, the first hit of damage you take or whatever. And obviously, Auk and Yana don't have to deal with that because they hit multiple times each. Like, that's the whole point. So, so yeah, it was insane. That sounds like the dude. No, he's strategic. That's the thing. Like, he very strategically, in a situation that he did not intend to get into, playing on the easiest difficulty. But remember, he's like 5 levels under. Like, this is a level 10 map, and he's like 4 or 5 because he just rushed the ending. He was very strategic about this. I gotta give him credit. Because he had no other options. He could not do anything else. So eventually, I'm like, okay, what if you put, like, Travis in the lead, and then you put, like, both Kitra and Morden. You should have both of them. And Kitra should be slightly higher leveled. Kitra should do some damage to Galerius. So... so put both of them in the back row. Hopefully, Morden goes first, takes the 1 hit away, and then Kitra does some damage, and you have to repeat that. You just have to loop that until he dies. And I think that would work. And he was like, okay, this is my only way out. I don't want to redo this battle, so I'm going to do it. That's hilarious. And the best thing is, I had actually talked to him before about this too, because I was chatting with my friend, and like he was just kind of there in the background, and he told me, oh, I'm playing Unicorn Overlord. I'm like, oh, neat, okay. And then, you know, we talked a little bit, and I was like, you know what? Like, you should probably get one of those like wizard or witches or something. You know, there's a bunch of them. There's one to the north and one to the south. And he's like, oh, okay, I didn't know they were there. And like apparently he just kind of like it dropped his mind. I was like, all right, fine. So when I saw him again, this was like yesterday when I went to my friend's party. My friend was having a housewarming party, so I saw this guy again. And he was like, oh, so that's why you kept on saying you should probably get a witch or a wizard now. Like, I freak you. No, I'm kidding. It was great. It was actually hilarious. Almost like a certain someone who sees a sparkle and gets a shot. Hey, excuse me, that is a strategic sparkle acquisition. I will have you know, I collect those sparkles for a freaking reason. That's right. Happy Monday, folks. That's such an oxymoron shit. You're right. It's okay. We can make our Monday as happy as we want it to. That's right, friends. Oh wait, suddenly this turned into... Was this Fire Emblem all along? Oh, it was. Wait, no it's not. This is new. Okay, it's good. I'm keeping it. I'd recognize this song anywhere. Oh, my tag says... Oh, damn it. I keep forgetting to change it. Here, let me put that on hard. Give me a second. I mean, I guess technically we are drawing Unicorn Overlord, so it's not wrong. Here we go. Art. Uncorn Overlord? There's no corns in this, Overlord. What does the status command do? I don't know. What is that supposed to do? I may not have set it up. Nightbot, where are you at? I mean, these are things the streamer has to set up, yes? Whatever it is, I probably don't have it. No, yeah, I probably don't have it. What did you want Nightbot to do? Because it's probably possible with other bots as well. Can't decide if Ren or Rosalind is better. That's fair. I like them both, so far. Don't know enough about Rosalind to kind of judge her yet, but I feel like we've gotten Berengaria's story. I think this is probably it. Also, guess what? Guess what? Did you know that Berengaria's armor is way more revealing than it has to be? That's right, not only does Rosalind not wear pants, neither does Berengaria. Gasp. Fantasy women. Am I right? Ha ha ha. Ah, it's a way for you to check your stream title and game played. Oh, I thought that was just visible the whole time, so I didn't really bother putting it in. Okay, I can do that. That's not a problem. If people want to do that, that's not a problem for me to add. That's true. Lin also, like, Legolas doesn't wear pants either, so I can't blame. Rosalind is kawaii. Okay, alright. I have to give her credit for having a great name. And she's an elf. I do like elves. I am usually quite biased towards elves. Elves, I guess. But she's kind of more of like a Sylvan elf, which is, in Lord of the Rings, I'm more fond of the engineer elves, the Noldor. They're also the ones who went mass murdering. So, you know, them's the breaks. Oh, this is Three Houses, isn't it? Hey. I recognize my music sometimes. Is that why you like them? Because they unalived a lot of people? No, I mean, they're very nice people, I promise. They're extremely nice and very kind, and they only mass murdered because they accidentally swore this oath that they couldn't get out of. And I may have memorized the oath because I really like Tolkien's works, but they're very cool, and they totally don't deserve all the hate. So there you go. Yeah, just read the Silmarillion, guys. It's really good. Or if you don't want to read the Silmarillion, just read Silmarillion fanfic, and you'll eventually pick up what all the characters are about. I know people who did that. Like, I met a guy once, and I was just chatting with him randomly, and I think something came up to bring up the topic of Elvish, and I was like, oh, Elvish, yeah, I read the Silmarillion, it was so good, and I loved it, and I love the stories in it, and it's awesome. It's like a history book, but it's a really good history book. And my friend is like, oh, and then, like, successfully named a few characters, and I'm like, how do you know this? You have not read the Silmarillion, I know this for a fact. And he's like, I checked the wiki. Alright, fair. Probably a lot easier than reading the whole thing, for sure. You probably get the same content from reading the wiki, too, honestly. If you like mass murder, you might like Mass Effect. Fun fact, my friend Ari, who I believe we've talked about quite a bit on stream, has been telling me to play Mass Effect for the last 7 years. I started Mass Effect 7 years ago, like Mass Effect 1, because apparently your decisions carry over, and my friend said it was vital, absolutely vital, that I start from the beginning, so I did. And then I never got back to it, because there's just been so many games to play. God damn it. Like, it kind of sucks that there's so many games to play, because I just can't get through them all. Ah. 1 and 2 are amazing, and 3 is worth playing. Is worth playing a lower rank than amazing? That's what it sounds like. Maybe a little more red. Okay. Even more red. It's a game you would play if you had infinite game time. I mean, that's the problem, right? There's so many games we would play if we had infinite game time, but not enough time to do them. For me, it's like, I love I like really long games and I like really short games, but if it's in between, then it's difficult. Like, I'll play the super long stuff. You know, like Tactics Ogre Reborn. Which I didn't even finish, by the way. There's more to Tactics Ogre Reborn. We just didn't have the time to get through all of it. Actually, let's go here. Yeah, you have to start with 1 and 2 for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna be starting from 1 whenever I eventually play Mass Effect for sure. Do you people want me to play Mass Effect of all games? This is not a complete no. Like, Dark Souls is a complete no. I am not going to be streaming Dark Souls. You don't want to watch me play Dark Souls. I promise you. Someone told me earlier they wanted to see me play Dark Souls, and I'm like, that is a bad idea. But, like, Mass Effect is like a maybe. I don't know. I'm definitely going to play it myself eventually, but is it a game I want to stream? I don't know about that. You would recommend Elden Ring before Dark Souls. I am not going to be playing Dark Souls. I don't think I'll enjoy it. I don't think you'll enjoy me playing it either. Yeah, you just won't. I promise. Celeste was fun, though. It's the same thing, Elden Ring and Dark Souls. Yeah, they're pretty similar. The Souls-likes as a genre, I think, are not really my thing. Except for maybe Lies of P, which I like the concept of so much that I'm willing to potentially give it a try. I don't think I would stream it now, though. We have so many other tactical games to play. And I, for one, am ready to break them. Trails of Cold Steel, Persona 5, Persona 3, Final Fantasy Type 0. There's Final Fantasies that define themselves by non-positive numbers. I did not know that. It's a lot of Final Fantasies. Where's my penultimate fantasy? That's what I want to know. Favorite thing about Mass Effect is speedrunners discovered you can stand on tables and it'll shoot you through the floor. This sounds like Breath of the Wild level shenanigans. I love it. The first M-rated one. Ah, okay. I will... It's not like I won't play games because they're M-rated, but I definitely don't look for games that are M-rated for a reason or anything. So, it's not like a plus, it's not really a minus to me. Like Ace Attorney, Dual Destinies is M-rated, which, I mean, I guess is kind of valid in retrospect, but did it deserve that rating? I don't know. A substantial amount of the game is literally the same? Oh, you mean like for Elden Ring and Dark Souls? Okay, fair. Oh, it's M because of how there are endings in which all characters are massacred. Ah, okay. When people die, you forget them. Ooh, I do like that. That's a very cool concept. Fun fact, I only ever got into D&D actually because I was once in a I was once watching a D&D session that Dust was in actually. Dust was not the DM in this one, Dust was playing. And Dust DM had this amazing campaign plot twist right at the time I was there. It was so cool. We were fighting this one specific, or not we, I wasn't a part of it, remember, I was just watching it, but they were fighting this one, I think it's a homebrewer creature. I don't think it's canon lore to any of the D&D series games, but ads, oh no. It's okay. I guess this will be the ad secret for today. You can ask Dust for more information too. But I was fighting one of these creatures. The only image we had for the creature was that stupid-ass bottom-of-the-well monster from Ocarina of Time. You know the one, the creepy-ass one, the really, really creepy one. So immediately you know things are gonna be bad. And the kind of mechanic of this creature is that if you get killed by the creature, I think, if you get, like, eaten or killed by it, everyone forgets you. So... And it's got, like, multiple heads. It's like... Oh, it's called the False Hydra. I just remembered. Okay, it's called the False Hydra. And it's got multiple heads. And if you can't hear, you can actually see it. But it's invisible most of the time. So as long as you can hear, it uses, like, audio waves to block its sight and stuff. It was absolutely insane to watch them try to figure out what was going on and, like, fight it. And the best part is the whole time... The DM had been making a journal of the events of the story as if it was written from the point of view of a sixth member of their 5-person party. So, like, each time they did something for the last few months, the DM had been keeping track and, like, writing this journal from the point of view of an entirely separate character. And it was so cool to watch them all realize that they picked up the journal and they started reading the journal, like all the players are passing it around and it's like a real freaking journal and they're all reading it. And they're like, wait a minute. Was there a sixth one of us who died to the false Hydra and we've all actually forgotten? And it was so cool. It was amazing. And they were like screwed. They were, and one of the characters, it was actually, the character that had died in this was Dust's younger sister. Like as in the story, like Dust's character's younger sister. And it was really well done, and like Dust's character had like a breakdown. It was awesome. You can ask Dust for more info, because Dust was actually playing it. I was just there watching. This is the first D&D thing I ever saw, and that's why I started playing D&D. I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool. I'm down. I'll join. Let's go. Yeah, since then, I have played 8 separate D&D characters. The shortest one only lasted for 3 sessions, but longest one has been in like 2 to 3 year campaigns. I should make an Octopath crew with my 8 D&D characters. Wait, I think they're all different classes too. Oh, that'd be so cool. I should do that. One day I'm gonna do that. Oh, that'd be amazing. I'm gonna do that at some point. Remind me, someone. So tempted to sub just so no more ads. I'm sorry. I can't control the ads. If I could turn them off, I would. But I can't. It literally doesn't let me. I've checked. Here we go. D&D people or something else. Love D&D related IP, but you've never gotten into D&D yourself. That's true. You really need a good DM. If you don't have a good DM, it's gonna suck. It's gonna really suck, actually. Yeah. There's been some pretty bad D&D experiences people have gone through. But I, for one, have been quite lucky in that I've always seen the best ones. The best DMs. Which, by the way, Dust is my current DM, so... That's what we're doing after this. I gotta leave in, like, I don't know, some amount of time. So that we can go play D&D. And Dust will be DM and it'll be cool. Twitch is losing money, so throw a sub. Help Twitch out? Question mark? I don't know, man. I'm not gonna promote Twitch. Twitch is cool. Thank you, Twitch. Thank you, Twitch senpai, for allowing me to stream. Very nice of you. Very kind. If you wish to support my endeavors and the money actually get to me, by the way, I do have a what is it called? I have a thing. I have a Ko-fi. If you type in !Ko-fi, you can donate to me, and Twitch doesn't get any of that money. But you do not have to do that. Please do not if you don't have the means to do it. I don't want to promote spending on anything that you can't actually spend. It's like !Kofi. Yeah, it's weird. It's like a site where you can donate money to people, I think. Live in the deep south if you feel that. Valid. Wouldn't want Amazon or Jeff Bezos to go bankrupt, would we? Oh, man. You're 10 minutes walking distance from the nearest neighbor, so D&D was a dream that never happened for you. You can play D&D online. I actually don't meet, like, Dust lives, obviously, very far from me, and I still play with her. She's my DM. So, yeah. Don't feel like you have to be stuck to playing with people that are near you. There. I don't know why it took me so long to finish those puzzles. Okay. I think we need one more set of green here. Or like greenish gray. Look, it's green for a reason, okay? I promise. When I was a kid, you were given a stick and sent outside to smack each other. Honestly, actually, same. I grew up in that era myself, yeah. In the time bubble, all things were fun if you wanted them to be fun. We didn't really have entertainment other than what we made for ourselves. I didn't get my first video game until I was quite old. Not like very old or anything, but quite old, yeah. Yeah, we played playground games all the time, and it was awesome. And some of them are really violent, too. Like, Red Rover gets people injured. And you're like, excuse me, is this allowed? It was fun, though. I was amazing at Foursquare, and we had a Foursquare court. I don't know if people have played Foursquare here. It was quite good. It was very fun stuff. And like I used to just get like ketchup packets for free from the school, and I would drink the ketchup straight. Like I would just suck on the ketchup packets. It was awesome. Don't let anyone stop you from being weird, kids. Can't stand Foursquare because of working at summer camp. No, it's so fun. It's so fun. Simply play more of it and you'll come to enjoy it. Now that's a random fact. Yeah. Every now and then you get the tidbits of random Lin lore. One of them is that I used to just drink ketchup packets straight. It was good. It was so good and they were free. That's the main thing. They were free, and they were calorically intense, and they were really good. Cranberry juice. Ooh. I don't think we had cranberry juice. I don't think I've ever had cranberry juice, actually. That sounds good. Color is this shield? I guess it's kind of grayish. Yeah, it's the same type of blackish gray. Okay, let's do this. Japanese apple juice? Is it any different than, like, American apple juice? Is it different than American apple juice? Oh, you hate the arguments because of Foursquare. Oh, man, yeah, I ran into a bunch of those, yeah. So one guy once tried to cut in front of me in line. You guys have unlocked the, you guys have unlocked level 3 supports, I suppose. The Lin lore begins now. No, I'm kidding, it's always been there. Yeah, one time, I think I might have said this before, actually. One time when I was in school, this kid cut in front of me in line to play Foursquare. And I was like, you can't do that, you know, because you can't do that. And the kid goes, what are you gonna do? I was like, I'll punch you. Because at that point, I had done some martial arts. I was actually pretty decent at them. And, by the way, I just want to clarify, I do not look like a person who knows martial arts. I really do not. So I said, I'll punch you. And the guy's like, oh, okay, alright, punch me then. And he said, punch me, you know? So, like, he gave me a fair invitation. Like, it was definitely, like, you know, I wouldn't have done it if he hadn't asked me to. Seriously, I was fulfilling his wishes for him. So I punched him. It was fun. And the best part is that, after punching the guy, you expect one of two responses, right? Like, one, he punches back, and I was ready. I had my guard up. But that is not where it went. Instead, he started sobbing, which I kind of felt a little bad for. I was like, oh, okay, maybe I shouldn't have punched him. Maybe he couldn't take it. And then he went to his friends, and he went to the teacher, and he's like, oh, like, Lin punched me. And the funny thing is, no one believed him, because I don't look like the sort of person who knows martial arts. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, I was like the tiny kid. Very small brown child. I do not look like someone who would know this. So yeah, good times. Good times. And then no one messed with me again, actually. This is why, later, even when I left the time bubble, people just kind of, like, knew not to mess with me. I did similar things wherever I went. Someone would usually try messing with me, and I would stop that shit real fast. And from then on, even if I was a nerd, because I was definitely a nerd and still am, no one really tried anything. And even if they did, I would stop them, and if they did to anyone else, I would stop them anyways. I punched people wherever I went. I did similar things. I didn't always punch people. Usually a threat was enough. If you know how to be intimidating, you can be sufficiently intimidating wherever you want. Especially since I was also the kid who got, like, perfect grades and the teachers all loved, so... So I could do what I wanted. I never used my powers for evil, I promise. I was pretty good. I was neutral in every fight, except for ones that involved me. And not many involved me because I would stop them immediately. I was good at being neutral. All you learned was to tuck and roll when they threw you down the stairs. Oh my gosh. Wait, no. That's the thing. Like, I hate that people were still getting bullied. I don't think there was too much in my school, because people like me would stop them. There were enough of us that would kind of put things to rights. But I'm sure some people were still. I hope the, I hope that didn't screw you over too much, Arlen. That sucks. Yeah, bullying sucks in general. There's gotta be some countermeasures you can do against them, yeah? I bet there's, like, I don't know, something. Do people still have that policy where it's like if you fight back, you also get punished? Is that, like, still a thing? Have they gotten rid of that yet? Where's the shield? Okay, here it is. Wasn't a great kid in HS and got into fights a lot because you hang out with the damn foreigners and didn't like when people mess with them. Hey, let's go. Punch him down. Yeah, sometimes people deserve a beating, but that is not often. I am not usually an angry person. It takes a lot to get me mad, but when I do get mad, I get mad pretty thoroughly, I will say. Try not to do that with the student. Yeah, just make an attempt. Fair enough. You got punished when you finally got fed up and pummeled a bully, but that was 24 years ago. Yeah, I would like to think they've removed that. I don't know. I guess you can't trust it, yeah? I'm not sure. I mean, that's the thing, like, every situation varies. Sometimes to extreme differences. Like, there are definitely situations where you can just kind of, like, not do anything and the bullies will stop, but that's not always the case. Yeah, having a good teacher definitely helps, and being in favor of the teacher also definitely helps. Like, there are people who I could see were not being favored by the teacher, and then you have to have someone else speak up for you then. Which I would do if I was around, but I was never, like, popular in high school. I wasn't unpopular either. I was, like, the kid that no one messed with. I had my friends, I had a good number of them, and I still hang out with them. But we weren't like the popular crew. We were not even close to the popular crew. We didn't want to be though, so it was fine. We were the people that like no one messed with, no one had any beef with, and we were good friends with everyone. Okay, Arlen, yo, what the hell? I am feeling quite bad for your your school experience, damn. I hope all that stuff is stopped by now. Oh my gosh. People getting thrown downstairs? Oh man, okay. I guess that's the, the vibe down there, huh? That does indeed suck. It has because of how hard the certs are. Ah, okay, that's good to hear. You have a lot of weird life experiences. Talked to some people and they were like, yeah, you did not have a normal life, that's fair. Yeah. Well, I hope some of those experiences were good. And made up for the ones that are bad. The ... seems to indicate no, huh? Oof. What did you teach? I'm assuming you're asking Gira. For teaching kindergarten to 4th, you need to take at least 2 5-hour exams that are brutal. Oh, really? Wow, damn. It's like the SATs all over again. Good times. That's the other thing. Everyone else got to go to, like, SAT camp or whatever. I didn't have that shit. And everyone had, like, memes, like SAT camp memes. It's so weird. And I was like, I just took it. Like, I don't know. Like, I just freaking took the class. And then, I mean, not the class. I just took the test. That's it. To some degree, I was like, I kind of missed out on these memes. I'm a little sad about that. But that's okay. At least I didn't have to deal with the stress. I mean, I guess I still had to study. So, you know, it's worse. The SAT is chill and easy? Yeah, totally. Yeah, I think any of these tests can definitely be, like, huge problems depending on where and when you're taking them and what situation you're in when you're taking them. So I can see some of those really probably suck. You were teaching a social development class? Kids with behavioral issues? Ah, okay. Oh, actually, one of my friends was teaching kids with behavioral issues as well. My friend Cadence that I've talked about, she went on the Japanese thing with me. We went to Japan together. For those of you who have been here for a while and remember me talking about my Japan trip. You had a student stand on a chair and try to grab your throat. Ah, yeah. I could see that being a thing. That's what Cadence would tell me too. Stories of kids kind of acting out. But in her case, at least, she's also not the sort of person. She does not know martial arts. She couldn't fight back. So there are people there to, like, handle that stuff for her, which is nice. Okay. It's easy if you know what to expect. The content is literally 8th grade difficulty at most. Ah, okay. That's good. But yeah, I guess I could probably think of myself having forgotten a good number of things I learned in 8th grade, so fair. What's 8th grade again? Like geometry, right? Linear algebra? No. I don't know. It's geometry, right? I think it's geometry. That's why it's called the... Wait! Does SAT stand for Scholastic... I pronounced that wrong. Scholastic Aptitude Test? What? What? It means something? What? SAT. Acronym. I'm looking this shit up. It did. It became. Oh, it began life as an acronym. That's the first question on the test. I can confirm that was not the first question on the test because clearly, because I did that. That's hilarious. Yeah, I had no idea. It's the SAT. Like, what does it stand for? I don't know. It just exists. It does what it pleases. Was one of the top scorers for the PSAT and the SAT back when it was out of 2400. Yo, I also took it back when it was out of 24. Wait, is it not out of 2400? Oh, that's right. They changed it, right? It's like out of 1600 now. Yeah. Yeah, I also did. I suppose I can reveal that I scored quite well on those exams. I'm 1600 now. Oh, you were the last to take it at 2400. Whoa, okay. Yeah, they changed it. They changed it after I left a long time, I think. I'm not sure. I don't know when they changed it, actually. But I remember hearing that they changed it. Yeah, I think, I've been fortunate in that school has not been too difficult for me. But I think there are other things to worry about in life than just school. It was like 2014. Wait, really? They changed it all the way back in 2014? Oh, no. Oh, damn. All right, now we can all feel old. Oh, 2016? Okay, slightly less old. Slightly less old. Neat. It was being talked about when you took it. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I think for me, what happened is I was told you need to get like done with it as fast as possible. So I took the PSAT and the SAT in like 10th grade. And then I just forgot about it entirely. So, and I don't think, maybe they started talking about it like when people were, it's back to 1600 again. That's true. I think it was 1600 before as well, wasn't it? Yeah, I don't know. But like, I remember it being 2400 when I took it. And then they must have started talking about changing it after I took it. So like maybe when I was still in school, but after I had taken it. So like in like my junior or senior year, maybe they were talking about it potentially. I don't know. I'm not sure. Lin has an old audience, lol. Valid. I think in general, strategy games have an old audience. I would not say it's just me. And I also want to say that is not a problem. Did remember there being some discussion that college admissions would be rocky since they have to get used to the new SAT standards. Ah, okay. Yeah, I was definitely taking it back when it was 2400, but I don't remember anyone talking about changing it when I took it, I guess. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Kids too ADHD for strategy games these days. No, stop. You're making me feel old too. No, I don't think so. I think kids can deal with strategy games, right? I don't know. Guess I haven't really interacted with too many super young kids. But there's some really nice young folks out there these days. Some of my friends' kids are super nice. And GL, you could tell me the scores for SAT was anything. Yeah, it's actually 420. It's out of 420. If you get the full 420, they'll give you a blunt right there. Just hand it over. Sounds about right. It was an actual issue that the scorers would often just give arbitrary scores to the essays based on length. Oh, really? That's funny. I definitely kind of knew that. I wrote like a long-ass essay. But I don't think the essay score matters. It doesn't count for your final SAT grade, right? It's been too long since I've had to think about this. Most kids where you are can't critically think? Really? Aw, that's sad to hear. I know some kids who can. I'll save your hope for humanity. There are some kids. They know what they're doing. That is true. There's also kind of a phenomenon where when you're a teenager, you don't quite notice like how how dumb sometimes you are, you know? And then when you stop being a teenager, you're like, wow, they're making some weird decisions there. And you don't realize that you kind of would have made the same decisions when you were a teen. Ooh, what is this? Ah, Construct Factory 3. Wow, apparently I wasn't listening enough. Also, I didn't put on Arlen's song. What did you send, Arlen? Let's see. That's an ad. That's what it is.
Grammar.
It's Grammarly. All right. Let's skip that. Here we go. Moonberg. Wait, no. Moonbird. Ooh, okay. This looks cute. I'll play this after Construct Factory 3 because this actually is way better than I thought it was. Yo, Construct Factory 3 good. There. The essay was worth a significant amount? Oh, it was? I guess it was. I didn't really pay attention. I just studied for all the sections. I didn't need to worry about it too much. Which was nice. Trying to work with 6th graders on a passage. In the passage it was like, she steals a vial, and then a character was acting weird. The 6th graders could not associate that. Really? Okay. Hopefully it is simply the sample size of 6th graders you were dealing with that potentially may not have known how things go. Okay, also we have one last thing here. Also teach in Title I Deep South. Oh. I mean, I'm not going to judge people based on their region of living. Or, I actually don't know what Title I means. So I'm not going to draw any conclusions from that whatsoever. ACT is out of 36. Wait, isn't it out of like 24? Wait, am I wrong? Was it 36? Maybe it was 36. Oh wait, yeah, 36 seems familiar. Never mind. I think I'm just misremembering. Some are better than others. Yeah, yeah. But like, I mean, there's some good ones out there. There's some good folks out there, for sure. There's a difference between kids with parents who expect perfection and have the resources to buy them study materials. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. That's the SAT camps. There were SAT camps. Did you know that? There's entire camps where people go to study for the SAT. It's like a whole summer thing. And I didn't get to go to one, but everyone else did. And they all came back and they were like talking about the SAT stuff that they studied. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm just going to take it. Let's see what happens. I did study on my own, so it's fine. It's fine. I did the things. And I scored pretty well, so I scored well. That's level of support from government. We have no PTOs. We have no PTO? What? Really? If anything, you'd be concerned that there's a sign that you can't understand social cues. Ooh. Huh. I guess that is another thing. Is it the pandemic generation that we have to worry about here? Maybe not young kids, but more of like pandemic? Seems like I did alright, yeah. It didn't end up mattering in the end. But I mean, still, everyone had their own jokes and stuff. Yeah. I didn't know the jokes because I didn't go to the SAT. There were like SAT memes. People were writing fanfic based on the SAT stories, okay? Like it was a thing. It was a whole thing. The benefit of an SAT class is just putting you in an environment where you can focus on it? Oh, but they did like things. I'm sure they did specific things. I don't think it's necessary though. Yeah, I agree. Okay. Yeah, that's our first Berengaria. I'm gonna make the background like a kind of really bright blue maybe. And then we'll kind of go for like a desert, like blue desert look maybe? I'm gonna try that. An inner city school here. From his account, it seems like the kind of environment hostile to any sort of education. Ooh. I don't know anything about... Wait, what is an inner city versus outer city school? I am unfamiliar with terminology. I simply never needed to know it, so I didn't. Okay, it's just like deep in the city. Alright, cool. Good to know. This is Moonbird. Kieferberg by Nightfall. Huh. Pandemic and cell phones, the digital generation is going to struggle more with understanding physical mannerisms. I mean, I don't think so. I think there are some very young kids who know what they're doing. I think there are also old people who are struggling with the same stuff. I don't think it's really based on age. As much as we might like to tell ourselves that it's based on age, I would recommend that we don't judge people just by their age. Perhaps it is a trend, but that doesn't make it all-consuming. This is from a newer video game? Oh. Yeah, it didn't really sound like a video game soundtrack. I guess it could be, yeah. Fair enough. Wait, is this Astral Shift? Is the person who made this? What is this? I don't know. We'll find out. It's a very unique video game. Okay, well now I'm scared. No, come back. There we go. For you, it wasn't worth the time spent getting there? It was just 90% working on an SAT study book? Really? Huh. I guess everyone made it sound better than it actually was. They all made it sound so cool. They were like, yeah, we know exactly what we're doing and we're gonna ace this thing. And I'm like, oh man, that's awesome. Good luck. Like, they didn't mean it in a bad way. It was the cult, like, the cult of the SAT. I escaped the cult purely by not going. Everything is a cult. Yeah, it's true. Everything's a cult if you believe in it enough. It's terrible, and also it's no wonder that folks there who can afford it and care enough just to send their kids to private school. Also true, yeah. Yeah, I went to a public school. But it was a good public school, so I had that going for me, actually. It was one of the better ones for sure, which is nice. Not like one of the really good ones. We knew who those kids were. We knew who the kids were who were going to the really good public schools. Ours was like good. When are you starting the Lin cult? Join the Discord. I mean, you're already on the Discord, but join the Discord. That's where the Lin cult started. I'm kidding. We don't have a cult. We're simply an army. What flavor Kool-Aid does Lin serve? Oh no! Not poison, not poison. I promise. Purple, of course. That sounds like poison. Oh no. I promise it's just grape. Unless your name is Dorcas, that's true. But then it wouldn't be the Kool-Aid you'd be putting poison in. It would be his mutton. Ad.
With new lighting.
Shout through the ads. Yeah, okay. Alright, it's gone. Nice. We're gonna wait 5 seconds and then skip. Okay, next playlist is relaxing Ori music. Nice. I have not played Ori, but I've heard it's good. It's not playing. There is no Ori, only pain. Lynn, have you seen the official art of Ren? I have, actually. Yeah, it's good. It's so nice. Look at it. It's a little more risque than I would like. Yeah. Yeah, you'll notice here, I've given Ren more clothing. Did you know that girls in this entire game don't wear pants? And so do half the guys. Look, folks, if you're here for horniness, get off. You shouldn't be. Please don't. Now, if you like Berengaria because she's hot, you're definitely allowed to stay. Because she is hot. But I am gonna bonk you right into horny jail, so please. Yeah, exactly. Get bonked. Need a Lin Scream soundboard that you can use every time there's an ad. That's true. I just spam the button. I should do that. I'm gonna do that at some point. Make a sound thing. It's just me screaming. Every time I fail a level, too. Ooh, stack objects. Okay, let's go. What are we stacking today? What are we stacking today? 3 stack objects. I feel like it's time for a $7. Here. Your traditional, everyday, average $7. By the way, the limit on stack objects is 4, so... So if you do more than 4, you're not gonna get anything, just warning people. But 4 is $7, that's a lot of $7. Here we go. We'll put them all on. Slowly but surely. Actually, you know what? 1 boba, just to even things up a little bit, you know? We gotta get a boba in there. Can't not have a boba. Would certainly cost more than $7. True. Sad but true. And here, we'll even put a Dr. 7. You know, Dr. 7 is the leader of the 7-buckses. See, there's all these 7-buckses, and this one Dr. 7. He's a little smaller than the rest, but he's their mafia lord. There. Hey, the brown guy, what's up? The piece looks good so far. Hey, I'm glad you think so. Glad you think so. Line work is gorgeous? Heck yeah. You know who's gorgeous? Berengaria. That's who. Do something like this, and then I'm actually gonna have to remove some of the shading around her face so that we can see it better. Why not the unicorn overlord? That's true. That's a good point. You know, like them mafia overlord people things. You were streaming unicorn. Actually, I wasn't. I was I was drawing, but I forgot to change the little category thing, so it's the same drawing. Yeah. I mean, theoretically speaking, technically this is Unicorn Overlord, so it's not wrong. But yes, I totally forgot. It's like, wow, that was a short session. Yeah, we didn't play any Unicorn Overlord. We've been drawing. Welcome to Drawing and Chatting. We were just talking about the SATs, actually. I don't know how we got on this topic. And school systems in general and learning. I used to teach language arts classes back in the day. I work in computer science. I do have machine learning now. It's nothing to do with language arts. But I was one of those spelling bee kids. So people thought I was good at essay writing, which is completely not true. Spelling is not equivalent to skill in English, but you know. But people thought that, which means they were willing to pay me to teach their kids. And I'm just saying. As a younger person, it's one of the good ways to make money. Teaching is a good way to make money when you're young. I don't think that continues when you're older. It's a hard knock life. Gira would know for sure, though. Gira would know way better than I do. Gira, you probably make a decent amount, right? And you're probably having a lot more of a fulfilling experience. Yep. Oh, no. We had a teacher. It sucks. Oh, no. No. Okay. Let's do shading and stuff. Where's the light coming from? Maybe, like, kind of the background? Let me throw in, like, some kind of a thing. Teachers are definitely really underpaid. I agree. We need to pay our teachers more. Education's important, folks. There. I'll have to remember to keep the light coming from that side now. Better than the average English major in terms of writing mechanics, but that doesn't mean you have an ounce of creativity that an actual writer does. It's hard, isn't it? I am not an actual writer. I have written a book. I've written 1 book. I have not published it. It is a science fiction mystery story. Dust has actually read the prequel of it. Dust gave me feedback on that ages ago, a long time ago, but I never went back to it. Just wrote the whole thing. Wrote the prequel, wrote the story. I think I finished it even, but I didn't like where it had gone. I thought I could make it sound better if I did it again, and then I never had time to do it again, and now I have so many other things to do that I can't. Your friend is a teacher and his wife too. They can barely afford to rent a house. Yeah, my old statistics teacher. My old statistics teacher would tell me that. He was very open about it. Nice guy. He was like, my wife and I are both teachers and we can't afford shit. Back then I was like, I kind of want to be a teacher. I love teaching. It's super fun. And this guy was like, don't do it. I was like, okay, all right, why? Maybe we do shadows first in this case, actually. It's kind of a strange new thing. Usually I do not do shadows first, but I think in this case we have to. Very good person right there. You mean my old teacher? Yeah, he was a nice guy. He was an interesting guy for sure. Also a very nice guy. I liked him. He was a good guy. Goal is to become a professor eventually. Ooh, good luck, good luck. Yeah, college education is a little different. Having worked in both, I can tell you. Some cases it's even more toxic, honestly, so it just really depends on where you get. But yeah, some university professors do get paid a decent amount, like an actually livable wage. Imagine that. I'm gonna have to work on the mouth here. This isn't quite doing exactly what I want. We'll fix it. We'll fix it later. Some of your professors wrote comments like strong writing, and I could tell they appreciated someone who didn't write like a semi-literate robot. Oh my gosh. But couldn't care less since they were just general required courses. Ah, that's fair. I mean, it really depends on what major you're in, right? Like, if you're in writing, then you probably really do want to focus on those classes if you're in, like, English major or something. But I can see you aren't, so. Already have masters, so you just need a PhD, which you'll do in a few years. Good luck, good luck. PhDs are serious business. They're quite hard. Sometimes. And you really have to have a good advisor. If you don't have a good advisor, it's gonna suck. Could never do a PhD. I mean, it's more accessible than you'd think, I think. But it does require a lot of dedication, kind of a willingness to spend all of your time on one thing. Oh, you're in CS. Ay. Can write a good essay on a topic in metaphysics, but you won't see me writing fanfics. You see, I turn my fanfics into logical exercises, which is why I write mysteries. Because then it's like, it's a puzzle. It's like you're solving it, but it's also a writing thing. It's quite nice. Read novels, good memory, you know the rules of writing. I think it's actually interesting that some people, when they're reading, don't pay attention to the words so much as they do just the meaning. I'm one of those people, actually. When I read something, I'm not really paying attention to exactly what's written. I'm more paying attention to, like what I'm, I don't know, hearing from it, you know? One of these days you plan on going to college? Honestly, go for it. Even if you think you're a little bit older, like, I really do think it's awesome. As a teacher, I saw a few students who were like 40 plus, 50 plus. There was one guy who was like in his 60s or 70s and he was doing college and I was like, yo, awesome. Never too old, never too old. Then again, some people just don't need it. And if you don't need it, then no point in doing it, right? But if you want to, don't let anything stop you. Everyone was super welcoming, by the way, for us at least. Like, we had multiple people in our clubs who were like 30s, 40s. And like, they were one of us, you know? There's no difference. And I'm sure things have changed now and probably are even better. Your master's program didn't require a thesis, but you thought about doing one. You don't have to and you're doing it anyways? Oh, dedicated. Dedicated. Your dad is a prof, and once he slammed coins on a student's desk saying, go call your parents, you aren't gonna make it in grad school. Oh, man. One of my old professors was getting really irked by a student. So, and he was also just talking about duct tape for reasons that I don't actually remember anymore. Like, the conversation was already on the subject of duct tape, which is why when the student started irking him again, he pulled out the duct tape and just went for it, taped his mouth shut. It was actually kind of funny. It was hilarious. We were all having the time of our lives. The kid deserved it. I would not be laughing if he didn't deserve it, but he so deserved it. He needed to shut his mouth. Yeah, the same prof later forced the same guy outside to run laps around the building. He's just like, go take a walk. In fact, take a run. Which is hilarious because I later watched Attack on Titan. And you know the scene in which they send Sasha running around like that was literally that guy. Not too worried about the age thing? Heck yeah. Want to gain yourself a good reputation in your current field? That's also fine, yeah. I feel like sometimes you don't need it, you know? Sometimes you do not need college or whatever. Like, if it's not worth it, then don't do it. For some people, it is definitely a waste of money. I've seen a few people get kind of stuck in that trap. Looks like Hubert if I do this. I can't make Berengaria look like Hubert. I'll fix the eyes later. I'm gonna make them look more girly later. For now, we're just gonna finish this part up. Actually, hold on. This is the light, isn't it? Damn it. Something like this. Half your degree was online, so it would have been a lot harder. Oh, because of COVID. Oh, yeah. Yeah, fair. Yeah, I was teaching during COVID, and that was the worst. Because, you know, we didn't know it was happening or anything. Yeah, run this class for the semester in the spring, they said. It can't be any worse. Usually there are problems in the fall, but by the spring, everything's fine, they said. And then an entire freaking global pandemic hit. Yeah, it was a lot. Imagine a class of many, many students. I won't tell you how many, but, you know, a lot of students. And I have 3 days to move the entire exam online. We've already booked rooms, we've done everything, we've written the exam, we've printed out the copies, but nope, gotta be online now because we're sending everybody home. It was terrible. Yeah, good times. But we made it work. We made it work, and I was also super lenient. Like, students would be like these poor undergrads, you know, like, I wanted them to, some of them were definitely suffering, and I wasn't gonna, like, distinguish between the ones who were clearly suffering and the ones who, like, may have been faking it. Like, if someone sent in their test, I think one of the people, so what we did is, like, you know, tests are online now. You've got, what, like 2 hours or something to finish. 2 hours to finish the test, and then you can send it in to me. Using, like, whatever the online software we had at the time was. If someone sent their test in, like, 30 minutes late, I'd accept it. One kid sent his test in an hour and a half late for a 2-hour exam. And I was like, I'm not even gonna, like, like, what can I do? I could question it, sure, but, like, what's the point? If you're willing to cheat that badly, like, okay, whatever. And if you really needed the time and if it helped, sure. Like, I'm not gonna penalize you for it. That was pretty nice. I let him slide. If people needed extensions, I'd give it to him. Reject anything more than -1 second late. So if it's on time, Vaporeon's like, out. Get out of here. I love that. COVID hit second semester of senior undergrad, so most of your exams were just projects. Ah. That's nice. That is neat. Throw out the last one just for quality control. One kid is just absolutely incensed. I turned my exam in on time, goddammit. I love that. Online presentations were fun, especially when a lot of teachers didn't know how to set up teams. Yeah, one of my friends, who was... I think she wasn't teaching any classes. She was just taking physics or something like that. She was taking physics. And for her, I think they just got rid of most of the physics labs. So, like, I'd go in to teach. I wasn't teaching physics, I was teaching CS. I was teaching rendering and ray tracing, computer graphics is what I trade. It's a good time. But in her physics class, they just didn't have labs anymore. No labs. They didn't replace it with anything either. She's like, guess who's not doing any work here? God damn it. If you need it until the last second, I don't need to see it. I mean, there are kids who like to check their work like 15 times, you know? I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. It's fine. You were about to leave college when Covomania ran wild. You missed out on 3 qualifications because they just assessed unfinished projects. Oh, wait, is that a bad thing? Or is that a good thing? Because, like, you missed the test and they just gave you an A. Oh, it's bad. You didn't get the qualification. Oh, no. That sucks. Did they let you, like, go back or something and redo it? I don't know. There weren't any rules on that? But physics is practical, real-world math that you like? Okay, fair. Yeah, I did electrical engineering as well, back in my time, and yeah, I liked that. Physics is like... I think for me, by the time I took physics, I'd already taken electrical engineering, and so I kind of knew all the concepts that they were covering, except in more detail, so I didn't care. People just going EE now? Okay, yeah, fair. Look, I'm a CS kid, okay? I was definitely a CS kid. I just took EE because, I don't know, I felt like it, I guess. It was good, though. EE's fun. There's a lot of electrical engineering concepts that are applicable to computer science as well. Surprisingly enough, like a fair number of things, actually. Like DFTs and signals and, okay, other stuff I'm not going to get into. This is stream. We're not here for this. I mean, you kind of are, honestly. You were discount CS? Oh no. What is discount CS? I actually don't know what that means. IT? Is that like a separate... I thought IT was just CS. Is there like a difference between IT and CS? I don't know. I accidentally got into ML and then I got stuck there. So that's where I am now. IT was in the business school. Oh, okay. Okay, that's fair. It's generally simpler. I'm assuming it involves more business. Is that correct? Less dev focus. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. And business stuff is hard. Business stuff takes work. I've got a friend that's in business. Not IT though. She's like accounting. She's Hades actually, the same one with the boyfriend that played Unicorn Overlord and got into that situation I was talking about earlier. Same character, Hades. And Hades is great because I've known her for a while, and she took like a computer science class or something, like one of the easy ones, because she was like, all right, let's see how this thing goes. And she scored well on tests, which is surprising because I did her homework for her. Eventually, later on, I took a personal finance class. And she's an accountant, so she knew what she was doing. So she did my personal finance homework. Went information assurance over CS because he didn't want to do math and it worked out well. Yeah, CS is all math. EE is also all math. Don't get dazzled by the electric stuff and the cool components. You don't get to do any of that, it's just math. You had a business minor and it was a joke. One of my friends got a business minor and he was like, you should do the same, Lin. And I was like, I was too lazy. I didn't end up doing that. I just taught a bunch of classes and then I continued teaching after that and it was super fun. I like teaching. Teaching's awesome. I've said this before, but playing a strategy game on stream is very similar to both teaching a class and to doing a coding interview. I really do think there are like very, very many similarities. It feels the same. The way I act on stream is how I acted in my coding interviews. Except with a few less jokes, maybe. A little bit more solving. Lin teaches warfare. True, actually. I never learned R, actually. I never bothered with it. ML is mostly Python. Sometimes if you're doing optimization, you work in like C. I taught operating systems for a while. I taught graphics for a while. That's both like C++, C stuff, so a little bit about that. I did Android dev back in the day. I learned Swift in the first year Swift was developed. I did Swift back then. We had to do Go once, but Ari was my project partner, and I didn't care about the class, and Ari knew it, and Ari did care, because Ari's like a networks person. So Ari like did... I did the logic, And then Ari wrote all the code. Like, I made the design, and I was like... and Ari's like, I don't want to make the design this boring. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'll do that part for you. I'll get rid of the drudge work, and then you just write it all up. And she's like, deal. Oh, it's already 7. Okay. Time is up, unfortunately. Thank you all for stopping by. I'm gonna probably keep working on this one. Either off stream or maybe even on stream next time. I guess we'll find out. If not, tune in tomorrow at 5 p.m. PT. I'll be playing more Unicorn Overlord. Now that we're done with Berengaria's map and Drakengard/Hold, I don't know, whatever the Draken place is called, we're gonna maybe move on to the Elves. Which is great. I've been looking forward to that. So tune in for that. It's gonna be amazing. And that's about all, I think. If you haven't yet given me a follow or any other type of support, I do appreciate it. Toss one my way if you feel like it. If not, no worries. Always glad to have y'all around. And last but not least, we got anyone we can raid? Let's see. Looks like an Errant is doing a stream. Let's go ahead and give Errant that raid for a bit. Elf home. Elven hovel. Errant of the Tea. There we go. Have a wonderful day/night/time zone thing. And I'll see you all later. Bye.